As an online teacher, it is incredibly easy to feel like you are just a tiny, replaceable gear grinding away inside someone else's massive machine. You log onto a major platform, and yes, they provide a steady stream of students. But in exchange, they take a massive cut of your hourly rate, putting a hard ceiling on what you can actually earn. The logical escape route is going independent. You find your own students, you set your own rates, and you keep every single cent. But the moment you step off the platform, you hit a wall. Suddenly, you have to buy, stitch together, and manage a fragmented pile of software just to run your daily classes. This diagram contrasts the costs of your two current options. On the left, the thousands of dollars you bleed out each year in platform commissions. On the right, the heavy monthly subscription fees for your own website, calendar, digital classroom, and lesson libraries. You are forced into a lose-lose situation. To make a higher hourly rate, you have to spend significant upfront capital and waste hours acting as an IT administrator. This is the exact problem OTC Pro was built to solve. It is an all-in-one ecosystem designed to completely collapse that tech stack into a single unified workspace. The thing keeping most teachers from succeeding independently isn't a lack of willing students. It is the paralyzing friction and cost of trying to set up the tech to teach them. The first major hurdle you face as a freelancer is creating a place for people to actually buy your time. Normally, that means paying for web hosting, spending weeks wrestling with a site builder from scratch, and trying to duct tape a third-party calendar application into the code. OTC Pro replaces that process with a system called Teacher for Me and TeacherCal. You answer a few prompts, and in about 5 minutes, you have a live, professional profile with your rates, reviews, and a fully integrated booking calendar. Look at this comparison matrix. Building a traditional setup costs $20 to $30 a month and takes weeks to launch. The OTC Pro Suite handles the exact same scheduling and zero commission payment routing, but is ready on day one under one subscription. There is a trade-off here. By using this system, you give up deep visual customization and complex design control over your webpage. But a zero-friction, instantly live profile that securely processes bookings is much more profitable for a new freelancer than a perfectly customized website that sits in draft mode for a month. The second massive hidden cost of teaching independently, which no one talks about, is the sheer number of hours you spend off-camera. Many freelancers spend 5 to 10 unpaid hours every single week creating custom slides, hunting down PDFs, and trying to plan interactive games. This chart plots the daily tasks of an online teacher based on effort and impact. OTC Pro introduces ESL courseware and the 2 terabyte resource library called Big ESL Drive to directly target the high-effort quadrant. Because you get instant access to over 500 interactive lessons and leveled news articles, the heavy lifting of curriculum design drops straight down into the automated zone. You just pick a level, share your screen, and teach. The same thing happens with student engagement. When a class stalls, you can instantly open the built-in Games Hub to launch Connect 4 or Memory Match, and the effort to manage classroom energy shifts to near zero. The compromise is that you must operate within OTC's specific visual style and frameworks. If you prefer building highly bespoke, highly personalized lesson slides from scratch, these tools will not replace that process for you. Time spent prepping is unpaid labor. Utilizing true zero prep tools is the only realistic way to increase your effective hourly rate. Once your students are booked and taught, you have to retain them, which introduces a completely different type of administrative chaos. You have to remember where you left off, manage reward stars, type out vocabulary lists, and assign homework after every session. OTC centralizes this with tools like the Student Stars extension and Vocab Builder. You award stars live during class. The system automatically generates printable certificates at major milestones, and you can turn a vocabulary list into a playable homework game with one click. The catch here is ecosystem lock-in. To get this level of automation, your student progress data and class notes live inside the OTC platform, rather than in your own independent spreadsheets. However, the value of having all your student management centralized easily outweighs the lock-in. It frees up the mental bandwidth you need to actually show up and teach well. All of this brings us to the final, most intimidating variable for any independent teacher: actually finding people willing to pay you. OTC Pro approaches this through education and community, providing their from zero to booked training courses, live weekly coaching, and access to the Pro Teacher Lounge.
They provide the exact blueprint for positioning your offers, improving your profile, and targeting the right students. But as this blueprint implies, a strategy only works if you build it. This is a hard boundary for the product. OTC Pro supplies the roadmap and vetted lists of hiring companies, but they do not actively run your marketing campaigns or funnel guaranteed students directly to your calendar. Software can perfectly structure your business and eliminate your tech headaches, but you still have to step up and act as the marketer to succeed. When you evaluate the total return on investment, the advantage of moving away from a fragmented software stack becomes obvious. This financial visualization shows the math. Buying a website builder, booking system, digital classroom, and resources separately costs around $180 a month. OTC Pro compresses all those tools into a single tier for about $14 a month. So who should actually adopt this platform? Let's map out your next steps. For platform beginners, this is your vehicle to go independent without technical headaches. For freelancers losing weekends to admin, it's a tool to buy back time. But agency owners demanding pixel-perfect slides should seek enterprise software instead. And if you fit the profile to join, locking in an active subscription during their initial launch window permanently cuts that $14 fee in half, significantly reducing your long-term business risk. OTC Pro offers a massive amount of features, but its real value is much simpler. It completely removes the technology barrier, leaving you free to focus entirely on your craft and the growth of your own business.